Don't worry. I gotcha. Sylvie, get us out of here. Back to town. Hurry. I think we finally lost them. You're almost those monsters' lunch back there. What were you doing out in the middle of the woods with no backup? Ah, you were lost. I see. Sorry, I lost my cool for a second. I can get a bit frazzled when I see someone in obvious danger that could have been prevented. But, of course, I have to remember, civilians don't have the training and safety protocols that us knights follow. I suppose I should be asking if you are alright first? Just a few scratches? Oh, that's good. Could have been much worse. The monsters have been getting more aggressive, especially at night these days. Even so, I'm glad you're alright. All due respect, though, you should be more careful. I know you didn't plan to get lost, of course. Yet being out in the middle of the woods alone at night is not safe. Monsters are usually fairly unintelligent, but there are some who are very good at tracking and can sniff out a human from a mile away. Sometimes more. I suppose you wouldn't have known that, though. Can I ask what happened? I see. You were with the caravan when the monsters attacked. You ran into the woods to find cover. That makes sense. You evaded them for a while, but the monsters followed you further in. As I said, keen noses. Anyways, I apologize that I was so harsh on you. To be honest, I take safety very seriously. The knights always make fun of me for it. Oh, why so? It's a dark story. Sure you want to hear it? Okay, then. We have a few minutes before we get back to town. Might as well. When I was young, my sister ventured out into the woods. She was an adventurous sort. Always wanted to explore, find new flowers, herbs, animals, anything to pique her curiosity. But she had never been out that long before. So we started to worry. We waited days, but she never came back. My parents set out a scout squad, a handful of nights, to try to find her. And all they found was the bloody remnants of her dress and some bones. The monsters didn't even leave a crumb of her body. I'm sorry. I know you agreed, but I shouldn't be talking about something so ghastly and personal. After all, you don't even know me. Yet, it's all I think about when I see someone alone near these woods. It's not very knightly of me, is it? Be telling dark, grueling stories about how I couldn't save someone. You understand? Good. I really hope I didn't frighten you with the details. It must feel awful, thinking you could end up like she did. All the more reason to be careful next time? I suppose so. I'm glad you see it that way. That's actually why I became a knight, you know. The only female knight in the squad. Having a female as a knight is quite frowned upon these days. My parents begged for me not to. Yet, all I could think about for years and years was that I never wanted to see anyone end up like her. I wanted to prevent anyone from getting hurt or killed as long as I could stand, as long as I could fight. So, I started training every day. I even carved myself my own wooden sword and made a training dummy out of some cloth and piles of dirt. Suppose you could say I was a ambitious child. No one believed I could do it, yet I never gave up on it, even after nearly 10 years. Once I became of age, I underwent the knight's training and took the exam. Turns out, I got the highest score in the squad. I scored even higher than their lead knight did back in his training years. And I was never bested in a fight by any of the trainees. Still never lost a fight to any of the knights. They debated it for a while, but after passing with flying colors, the head knight couldn't tell me no. Feels like it just happened yesterday. Hmm? How long has it been since I become a knight? Nearly 5 years now. Time flies when you're making daring escapes and rescuing civilians. There's that smile. Should smile more often, you know. I'm sure it would brighten anyone's day, especially any of those grumpy knights. Always on a mission, people asking us to fix their problems. They rarely ever thank us, or even send us goodwill. We're just expected to serve them. It's almost like we're a symbol and not people ourselves. What's that? You're grateful? Wow, a smile and a thanks. I'm honored. If only the villagers in town were as polite and respectful as you. Maybe once we get there, you can teach them a thing or two about manners. But first, I'll get you there, safe and sound. I swear on my title as a knight, I will shield and protect you at all costs. After all, your dreams are my dreams. My sword and shield are yours.